By the powers vested in me as Vice-Chancellor and Principal, I hereby constitute this assembly as a legal congregation of the University of Pretoria. During this assembly, degrees and diplomas with all the associated rights and privileges will be conferred and awarded to the candidates whose names appear in the program. We request all of you to join us in silent prayer or meditation to give thanks for the achievements of our students. As Vice-Chancellor and Principal of the University of Pretoria, I extend a hearty word of welcome to you at this virtual graduation ceremony. I would like to welcome the Dean and the Deputy Dean of the faculty, along with all persons to whom degrees and diplomas will be conferred and awarded to. We also welcome families, friends, and spouses to this virtual graduation ceremony. This is the third virtual graduation ceremony the university has held in the past year, after we were obliged to depart from the traditional graduation format as a result of COVID-19 pandemic, which, as you know, has made large physical gatherings impossible for the time being. Our first virtual graduation season commenced just 10 days after the declaration of the national state of disaster towards the end of March 2020. It was memorable not only for that sobering reason, but also for a more agreeable one. During those first virtual ceremonies, the University of Pretoria conferred 11,001 qualifications on graduates in absentia. This was a record number for the university and one of the largest graduating cohorts, if not the largest, in South Africa at the time. I'm delighted to share with you that the autumn 2021 graduation season is now breaking that record. In this graduation season, we'll be conferring a total of 11,424 qualifications, including 198 doctorates and 1,289 master's degrees. This is a great achievement, especially in these uncertain and unpredictable times. Such an achievement is simply magnificent. I mean this on two levels. One is the outstanding personal effort you put into persevering with your studies when normal study routines and methodologies had suddenly been upended, and I'll say more about this later. The other level concerns the collective contribution of this graduating cohort to the skills of our country and more broadly our continent. Compared to the rest of the world, South Africa and Africa as a whole have very low graduation rates per capita, a state of affairs that perpetually widens the skills gap. The fact that we at the University of Pretoria are now graduating such a large number of cohort of graduates is good news indeed for the development of our country and the continent. But this welcome injection of skills is not only about numbers. Just as important are the kinds of skills and the quality of skills that you, our graduates, will be bringing with you into whatever career or study pathway you choose to pursue from this point. For instance, the University of Pretoria students once again excelled in the ITC, the initial test of competence, which is the first professional exam for prospective chartered accountants. In November 2020, students from our Faculty of Economic and Management Sciences again achieved first position in South Africa. This feat followed on the first place we achieved in the January 2020 ITC, when an unprecedented 7 out of the top 10 students in the country were from this university. In addition, UP won the 2020 Chartered Institute of Management Accountants CIMA Prize Winner Excellence Award, as well as the Institute's Global Excellence Award at its first ever virtual award ceremony. These awards recognize university partners with top performing CIMA students in case study exams, as well as university partners that have achieved the highest pass rates for CIMA exams. What makes these accomplishments even more special is that our students excelled despite the disruption of having their ITC exam deferred from June 2020 to November 2020 owing to lockdown regulations. Well done to every one of you who was part of this incredible effort. Not content with notching up all the accomplishments I've just listed, we are also making history. One of our PhD graduates, Dr. Tumeka Mashoba Raimudzisi, is the first Black female chartered accountant to receive a PhD in leadership. This is a noteworthy achievement, testament to your commitment and dedication. Congratulations. If time permitted, which it unfortunately does not, there will be many other examples of achievement under pressure that I could share with you as testimony to the resilience and endurance of the human spirit. In my book, every one of you has shown resilience and endurance during unprecedented turbulence and upheaval. The university is proud of you all. All your hard work, tenacity, and resilience has helped to get you to this point. Yes, the Institute certainly played its part. As the Vice Chancellor and Principal of the University of Pretoria, I know what efforts and energies were invested in keeping the academic program going and enabling our students to succeed during the most protracted campus closures in our history. But what stands out for me is not the effort UP made in rolling out laptops and remote learning technologies, so much as the skills you, our graduates, gained from the experience. For our graduates to make a difference in society, they need to be creative, flexible, resilient, entrepreneurial, and collaborative. I can state with confidence that this graduating cohort has these qualities in abundance. They will serve you and our country well. University too has learned a lot from this pandemic. As you know, our preferred mode of teaching and learning before this health crisis has been the hybrid approach, a delivery model that makes use of traditional classroom-based learning tools supplemented by online and technology-supported activities. On the strength of our experiences online during this pandemic, we are reimagining the modes of teaching and learning that we are adopting for the future. Teaching and learning are going to be interesting spaces for innovation, creativity, and experimentation. Above all, we aim to provide a rich interactive experience that is educative and not just instructional, and which results in well-educated, skilled, socially engaged, and sensitive graduates, eager to transform our society, our continent, and the world. We also aim to enable students to become graduates who can engage in lifelong learning, where they unlearn and relearn. In this way, they can navigate the emerging world of work that is an outcome of multiple disruptions of the life and the world as we know it, including the disruptions caused by rapid technological change. In the near future, we'll be launching a Center for the Study of the Future of Work. Allow me to touch briefly on the disruptions you, our graduates, experienced during your studies in 2020. I know that all of you were affected by the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic while you were studying. However, what I and my colleagues at the university do not necessarily know is what trials and tribulations you individually and personally experienced while completing your qualification. We do not know what difficulties and distractions were going on around you while you were studying for that crucial test or writing or revising the next chapter of your thesis or dissertation, or what additional responsibilities you took on in your living space and with regard to your loved ones while soldiering through your year of completion. Were you perhaps one of the many South Africans separated from loved ones as a result of traveling restrictions and border closures? What personal sadnesses and sufferings and hardships did you endure as a result of COVID or otherwise in that most crucial time of your studies? Did you suffer loss of family and close ones, friends, fellow students, or colleagues? My colleagues and I cannot know what your lived experience was as you toiled to complete your degree, diploma, or certificate. What we do know without a shadow of doubt is that your success is hard-won and deeply deserved. Earning a qualification from the University of Pretoria is an achievement to cherish. Earning qualifications in the time of COVID-19 is in a class of its own. You, together with the 11,001 graduates of autumn 2020 and the 1,380 graduates of summer 2020 are unique. You have succeeded, and we celebrate your achievement today. On behalf of the broader community of the University of Pretoria, please accept my heartfelt congratulations. Your graduation ceremony is your moment of triumph to savor, celebrate, share with family and friends, and remember for the rest of your life. We hope to one day return to physical graduation ceremonies where graduates can walk across the stage in the presence of family and friends and take photographs. For now, virtual graduation ceremonies such as these play an indispensable role in your journey with the university. This is because a virtual graduation is a legally constituted assembly that enables you to formally graduate so that you can receive your certificate and use it to open whatever doors you have intended to unlock, whether in the form of further studies, of course, at the University of Pretoria, or in your career or profession. May it lead you to more opportunities and serve you well. Turning now to the future. In the same way that you and your fellow graduates are on the verge of the next stage of fulfilling your dreams for your life, so is the University of Pretoria. As I briefly mentioned earlier, we've been using the challenges presented by the global health pandemic to begin rethinking, reimagining, and repositioning the university itself. The university can play an essential role in co-creating the country and continent we want post-COVID-19. Here at the University of Pretoria, we see an opportunity to be one of the agents and drivers of change in Africa and globally, finding and deploying innovative ways to address poverty, unemployment, inequality, and social injustice. UP, as you know, is a hub for new ideas. When it comes to COVID-19 research, we are involved at multiple levels. We are researching genome profiles to be able to identify who in the population is at higher risk of contracting fatal viruses and other diseases. We are also researching how people in society behave during a pandemic. Because if we don't understand this, we cannot manage the spread optimally. We have participated in international COVID-19 clinical trials and produced sanitizers, face masks, and face shields. Our Faculty of Health Sciences quickly incorporated COVID-19 into the primary healthcare curriculum. This is how we will need to respond to pandemics in the future, with rapid responses focused on multi-sectoral interventions. For example, our university is the only representative from Africa in the new University Social Responsibility Network, an international group of 16 top universities. And last year, the Times Higher Education's Impact Rankings rated UP among the top 100 universities in the world for its social and economic impact in 3 categories based on the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, otherwise known as the SDGs. These are quality education, industry, innovation and infrastructure, and peace, justice, and strong institutions. We envisage a better, more sustainable world characterized by prosperity, genuine democracy, peace, equity and equality, social justice, and ethical use of all resources. And we are convinced we can co-create this just new world through high-quality hybrid teaching, together with transdisciplinary research and social engagement that is impactful. And of course, this co-creation must harness the collective expertise, energies, and goodwill of our family of alumni, among whom you, the seasoned graduates, can now be counted. As the new alumni of the University of Pretoria, remember the values from UP to always strive for excellence, persevere, respect everyone, be creative, innovate, embrace diversity, grow, be a lifelong learner, be kind, and make a difference every day. This is what makes the UP way of life. I appeal to you to be part of our quest to rethink, reimagine, and reposition the University of Pretoria, and in so doing, contribute to the co-creation of the Africa we want. Please take the next step by downloading the UP Connect Graduate app. keeping you connected to your alma mater, and offering access to the many opportunities available to our alumni wherever in the world you are. Remember to always keep in contact with the alumni office at UP and let us know when your contact details change. No matter where you end up in the world, remember that you are part of the UP family, whose overarching strength is its diversity in terms of staff, students, the programs offered, and areas of research that define its excellence. We're an institution on its way to becoming a beacon for demographic diversity and inclusivity, a future-oriented and focused university that is a driver of social change. Congratulations on your graduation and enjoy the celebrations with your loved ones. Take pride in the sense of achievement that comes with knowing that you have excelled against all odds. I hereby confer and award all degrees and diplomas in absentia with the associated rights and privileges to all candidates whose names appear in the graduation program.
Doctor of Business Administration, Laura Sukdio, with the thesis Social Axioms as Antecedents of Corporate Reputation in the South African Banking Environment, with supervisor Professor D.J. Petzer, Doctor of Philosophy. Brian Chendondondo, with the thesis Revisiting Spillovers Through the Lens of Resource Dependence Theory, the role of access relationships in low-income countries rife with institutional voids, with supervisor Professor H.C. Barnard. Troy Dyer, with the thesis Signaling IPO Readiness in a Changing Environment, the changing impact of listing standards and media coverage on IPO performance, with supervisor Professor A. Wok. Lauren Yankelowitz, with the thesis An Entrepreneurship as Practice Perspective on the Development and Growth of Social Enterprise in South Africa, with supervisor Dr. K. L. Myers. Itai Mutsonziwa, with the thesis Ubuntu, Development and Validation of a Scale to Measure African Humanism, with supervisor Professor D. Kapelianis. Master of Business Administration, Ryan Aitken, Abdul Akhtar, Lydia Amaro, Dirk Bakker, Miyelani Baloyi, Rodwell Baloyi, Ndabasizi Banze, Johannes Barnard, with distinction, Michael Barnes, Travis Beard, Michael Bissett, Rebotile Bopape, Wesley Boshoff, J.D. Bosman, Stefanus Bauer, Raki Bridgemohan, Johannes Buckel, Hermanus Buys, Carl Campbell, Shalene Canham, Tikani Chauke, Aaron Chemel, Taveshan Chetty, Dennis Chifunise, Alton Chitondo, Clive Chitungo, Teminkosi Gwazibe, Sharon De Fonseca, Jeffrey Dean, Urvasi Debi Singh, Katya Demigalash, Zanele Ditse, Sabira Ibrahim, Andrew Fish, Brett Gate, Amina Gangat, Kudzani Gangeni, Nomkatlekwa Gityangana, Mark Gonsalves, Dion Govender, Gavin Govender, Taveshan Govender, Duncan Graham, Yegambal Hari Prasad, Fatima Harvey, Armand Heymans, with distinction, Zahira Hussein, Munyarazi Hove, Jonathan Huntley, Chanel Huntley, Ryan Jans, Martin Yaravaza, Temba Kabinde, Heathrow Karicha, Mahlodi Kelepa, Wendy Genosi, Regina Kumalo, Christu Cleo, Benjamin Kleinhans, Moshele Kuenaite, Gayathri Kolondaisamy, Kubendran Kulenda, Rishnik Lambert, Marijke Lambrechts, Gomelemo Lebana, Amogelang Ledwaba, Kabelo Lefofana, Palagata Lechodi, Etienne Leroux, Wynand Leroux, Andries Liebenberg, Imelda Lingwati, Wei Tao Lu, with distinction, Fikiswa Ludidi, Reabetswa Mabe, Tonto Madibana, Deepak Maharaj, Reboni Mashangu, Riaz Muhammad, Euphodia Mashangu, Brian Makumva, Brian Malanda, Zanele Malaza, Zalda Malepe, Siabonga Malibeng, Kingsley Maloka, Suzanne Maluleke, Tendani Manenze, Teboho Mapotoma, Amogelang Marengwa, Tebadi Maroja Nyashe, with distinction, Genelwe Maropefela, Olwetu Masanabo, Masechaba Masemola, Tsungai Mashava, Lebuhang Matsididi, Mpiti Matsoso, Alistair Maxwell, Tawanda Mazorodze, Ndombiokolo Mchunu, Kuliswa Mda, Lebohang Mehalane, Mziwokolo Mflatelwa, Zanele Mgidi, Nangamso Mgudu, Tafadzwa Mihembere, Ayogunle Mibiola, Duncan Mjadu, Sandile Mkize, Studuzo Mwango, Nkululeko Mganga, Nondumiso Mkandla, Obakeng Moache, Joshua Mohapeloa, Sheila Mohatla, David Mokale, Sakane Mohadinyane, Koketso Mokwatlo, Dane Mudli, Zainab Mula, Lutfia Musa, Chuaro Moroka, Glenn Morris, Khabiso Motawung, Nora Mota, Malinghoane Motabeng, Lingling Motapo, Mkululi Moyo, Moteka Mpeko, Tsele Mpafi, Sipiwe Mtembu, Tembile Mtolo, Metron Mtongana, Tisile Mtieku, Atusaye Mugogo, Ntueleni Mulibana, Neveshan Munsami, Mbulungeni Mutengwe, Tanyaradwa Mutepfa, Tatenda Muzariri, Siyanda Mvimbeli, Mohamed Reza Nazari, Nomtandazo Ndebele, Sifiso Ndlovu, Morakana Nelwamondo, Sizagele Ngabinde, Spamandla Nkomo, Senzo Senkosi Nsibande, Nompumelelo Nsibahinyoni, Senzo Njangase, Michelle Ngumalo, Simpiwe Ngumalo, Simbarashe Nyakanyaha, Manuela Nyakudarika, Rolf Nyarenda, Caleb Welifant, Grant Welifant, Michael Ashaya, Talha Patel, Lamek Patterson, Tsepo Peterson, Julia Piniti, Nicholas Piri, Jean-Luc Pieterse, Andrea Pillay, Kuven Pillay, Malini Pillay, Nalisha Pillay, Yershin Pillay, Tabang Pu, Heinrich Pool, Hailey Prinsloo, Johannes Prinsloo, Abongile Kwabe, Teminkosi Ramadzanga, Wayne Ramgaf, Fishad Ramnund, with distinction, Maketi Raseroka, Fano Rasivechele, Linda Reddy, Elizabeth Ringane, Catherine Robertson, Ngale Sakuneka, Tafadzwa Sandura, Michelle Sasinki, Ditumisho Sedibe, Pauline Sehlabela, Sagar Sen, Sashin Supersard, Musicayise Shange, Violet Similane, Adisha Singh, with distinction, Lauren Smith, Wesley Sologram, Molucci Somo, Melissa Steele, with distinction, Albertus Stoop, Lara Swart, Tivagaran Tandri, Ahmed Tayel, Tsepiso Temo, Nokunene Tidiela, Mahoporutse Tokoane, Lesejo Tlailane, Jeffrey Toknell, Michael Treherane, Nomasuku Chabalala, Tabiso Chabalala, Tato Totetsi, Matlodi Tsutsa, Tehufatso Tiera, Ivan van Antwerpen, Hendrik van de Merwe, Candice van de Ventel, Johannes van der Westhuizen, Barend van Graan, Janu van Niekerk, Janrey van Seil, with distinction, Chris van Seil, with distinction, Luke Venkatesan, Aveshan Venkatsamy, Brenton Walker, Duncan Varenberg, Qaid Wingrove, Nhlaganepo Zondi, Tsakane Zwane. MBA Core Module. The top MBA Modular or Part-Time Student Award, Melissa Steele. Applied Business Analysis and Research Award, Tehufatso Tiera. The Decision Making Award, Adisha Singh. The Environment of Business Award, Atusaye Mugogo. The Innovation and Design Award, Sharon Da Fonseca. The Integrated Business Simulation Award, Kyle Campbell. The Leadership Award, Kyle Campbell. The Strategic Implementation Award, the prize is shared, Sagar Sen, Chris van Zyl. MBA Electives. The Advanced Entrepreneurship Award, Katya de Magalhães. The Business Valuations and Deal Structures Award, Etienne Leroux. The Competitiveness and Economic Development Award, Malini Pillay. The Contemporary Issues and Innovation Award, the prize is shared, Armand Heymans, Wynand Leroux. The Corporate Entrepreneurship Award, Janrey van Zyl. The Corporate Governance Award, the prize is shared, Caleb Walifant, Fano Rasivechele. The Crucial Conversations Award, the prize is shared, Litvia Musa, Melissa Steele. The Customer-Centric Strategy Award, the prize is shared, Figiswa Ludidi, Mziwakolo Mflatelwa, Abongile Kwabe. The Digitization, Strategy and Technology Award, Johannes Buckel. The Diversity and Inclusion Award, the prize is shared, Lydia Amaro, Zainab Mullah. The Dynamic Innovation Award, Johannes Barnard. The Effective Execution and Project Management Award, Zahida Hussein. The Emerging Technologies and the Future of Business Award, Urvasi Debi Singh. The Entrepreneurial Finance Award, the prize is shared, Dirk Bakker, Michael Barnes, Katja de Magalhães. Financial Modeling Award, Etienne Leroux. The Geopolitics and Grant Strategy Award, the prize is shared, Talha Patel, Makete Raseroka. The Investment Finance Award, Heinrich Poole. The Leading Through Storytelling Award, the prize is shared, Andrea Pillay, Vishad Ramnund. The Management Consulting Bootcamp Award, Violet Similane. The Mastering Strategic Foresight Award, Lara Swart. The New Venture Creation Award, Katja de Magalhães. The Professional Management Consulting Award, Kyle Campbell. The Sales and Business Development Award, Ryan Jans. The Scenario Planning Award, Melissa Steele. The Strategic Leadership Decision Making Award, Tebadi Marocha Nyashe. The Strategy and General Management Award, Teveshan Govender. The Strategy in Private Equity Award, Ling Ling Motapo. The Tech Distribution Award, Johannes Barnard. The Tech Entrepreneurship Award, Katja de Magalhães. The Expert Negotiator Award, Katja de Magalhães. The Trade in Africa Award, Yershan Pillay. The Understanding Dynamic Markets Award, Atusaye Mugogo. The Women in Leadership Award, Sizakele Ngabinde.
Let us give our graduates a big hand for their hard work and perseverance. I would like to thank the families, friends, and spouses for supporting our graduates during their studies. We have now come to the end of the proceedings. Please join us in singing the national anthem. By the powers vested in me, I hereby dissolve this assembly of the University of Pretoria.